Good day, library friends. This is Miss Claudia, ready to do story time for you again. If you're happy to be here, clap your hands. I am. If you're happy to be here, clap your hands. If you're happy to be here, then put a smile here. If you're happy to be here, clap your hands. Today I'm going to read you one of my favorite books. This is called It Looked Like Spilt Milk, and it's by Charles G. Shaw. It Looked Like Spilt Milk. Now this book is going to be fun because you're going to be wanting to do some guessing as we go along. Sometimes it looked like spilt milk, but it wasn't spilt milk. Sometimes it looked like a rabbit, but it wasn't a rabbit. And sometimes it looked like a bird, but it wasn't a bird. And sometimes it looked like a tree, a really good tree, but it wasn't a tree. And sometimes it looked like an ice cream cone, but it wasn't an ice cream cone. And sometimes it looked like a flower, but it wasn't a flower. And sometimes it looked like a pig, but it wasn't a pig. And sometimes it looked like a birthday cake, but it wasn't a birthday cake. And sometimes it looked like a sheep, but it wasn't a sheep. And sometimes it looked like a great horned owl, but it wasn't a great horned owl. And sometimes it looked like a mitten, a very good mitten, but it wasn't a mitten. And sometimes it looked like a squirrel, but it wasn't a squirrel. And sometimes it looked like an angel, but it wasn't an angel. And sometimes it looked like spilt milk, but it wasn't spilt milk. It was a cloud in the sky. And so next time you see clouds, see what you can see. Maybe you'll see something cool in the clouds. Okay, let's do a little song. Let's do one of my favorites. And it's called Bumping Up and Down in My Little Red Wagon. Bumping up and down in my little red wagon. Bumping up and down in my little red wagon. Bumping up and down in my little red wagon. Won't you be my darling? One more time. Bumping up and down in my little red wagon. Bumping up and down in my little red wagon. Bumping up and down in my little red wagon. Won't you be my darling? Okay, let me read this last book and then we'll have our closing song. Boo to a Goose by Mem Fox. This is a very popular children's author. I've read lots of her books to children. I dance with a pig in a shiny green wig, but I wouldn't say boo to a goose. I'd ride on a roo to Kalamazoo, but I wouldn't say boo to a goose. I'd dive from a mountain right into a fountain, but I wouldn't say boo to a goose. I'd play with a snake if I found one awake, but I wouldn't say boo to a goose. I'd gobble up snails from smelly old pails, but I wouldn't say boo to a goose. I'd take a long walk from here to New York, oh that's a long ways, but I wouldn't say boo to a goose. I'd swim with a whale without going pale, but I wouldn't say boo to a goose. I'd feed my pajamas to a giant piranha, but I wouldn't say boo to a goose. I'd walk down the street with balloons on my feet, but I wouldn't say boo to a goose. I'd do that. I'd walk down the street with balloons on my feet. I'd dye my hair yellow and make Grandma bellow, but I wouldn't say boo to a goose. I'd walk on my knees past a hive full of bees, but I wouldn't say boo to a goose. I'd eat all the butter from here to Calcutta, but I wouldn't say boo to a goose. I'd skip across town with my pants hanging down, but I wouldn't say boo to a goose. I wouldn't do that. I do all these things quite bravely, you'd see, but I wouldn't say boo to one goose or three, because a goose once said boo to me. And that's the end of the story. Okay, let's do our closing song. I like you, there's no doubt about it. I like you, there's no doubt about it. I like you, there's no doubt about it. You're my library friends. One more time faster. Do it with me. I like you, there's no doubt about it. I like you, there's no doubt about it. I like you, there's no doubt about it. You're my library friends. See you next time. Take care. I miss you.